Well, hey there, everyone, and happy Friday. Now, we are heading closer towards the Labor Day holiday. Hopefully, you guys are joining in. My name is Jennifer Lambers. I'm a meteorologist here at FOX10. And just let me know who's watching. Let me know where you're watching from. Again, happy Friday as we head into the holiday. Making sure I have sound here. Perfect. Yes, we do. So we have a lot to talk about. In case you've looked outside, seeing a lot of showers and thunderstorms out there. Also, I want to go ahead and mention that today is also National Wear Your College Colors Day. So I am repping some maroon for today. I even have my Beat Everyone pen. So if you are excited for some college football, also let me know who you are rooting for. But hail state to all of my Mississippi State Bulldogs. I did go there for college and I absolutely loved it. So let's go ahead, dive right into the forecast again, say hello from wherever you are watching from. But we are keeping a close eye on some showers and some thunderstorms out there. Now, a lot of this Gulf moisture really beginning to pick up. So we're seeing more of these scattered thunderstorms really pushing into our inland areas. A bit more isolated as you head further towards the coast. But as we take a look on the Florida Panhandle there, it's also starting to see some heavy rain. The majority of the thunderstorms, however, impacting more of our inland spots. So let's go ahead and just track some of these storms. Really starting to see some things beginning to dry out just closer towards Agricola and Lucedale, Bendale, still starting to see some isolated showers and thunderstorms. The majority of this pushing up north, so Leakesville, you're really starting to hear probably a lot of that thunder and lightning. Looking in just a little bit closer, really pretty active storms there. Mobile, Baldwin counties were mostly quiet around, really West Mobile quiet, the Eastern Shore quiet at this time. Bayou La Battery, Irvington, Theodore, Coden, Dauphin Island, you saw the majority of that activity earlier today. Same with Point Clear, Foley, Weeks Bay, you saw a majority of that activity. Things calming down for now, but unfortunately it's not expected to stay that way. Heading later on into this evening, I know that it's Friday. You probably have a lot of Friday night plans. I know we have high school football all across the Gulf Coast. Still expecting increased rain coverage heading later on into this evening. Taking a look closer towards the Florida Panhandle, downtown Pensacola, Pensacola Beach, Gulf Breeze, Navarre, also battling some of those showers. And then taking a look further inland, really McIntosh, Uri, Frisco City, Choctaw Bluff beginning to see some of that. Grove Hill, Thomasville, Coffeyville, and then Chatham, you are just on the doorstep of seeing some of that heavy rain. You'll probably start to see more of those thunderstorms begin to push in just within about the next 30 minutes. So yeah, so I have quite a few folks watching. Hello to Susan. Hello to Jenny in Spain. Wow, Diana. Yeah, you are definitely needing that rain all across the Gulf Coast. Deborah in Summerdale. Thank you, Charlie. And then also Susan in 8 Mile. Thank you guys so much for watching. But let's go ahead and run through your future cast. So we're starting off for this afternoon. We make it closer towards 3 o'clock, and then even by 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, we're starting to see more of this rain coverage really beginning to build. You can notice the majority of that for our inland areas. So once high school football is starting in Mobile, Baldwin counties, expecting it to be mostly quiet. We'll see a little lull in that activity. But then once we really get into the fourth quarter and by the end of the games, we get closer towards 9 and 10 o'clock, you can start to see things changing. More of those heavy showers beginning to push in. Our biggest concern isn't going to be the rain, it's mainly going to be lightning. So while no severe weather is expected heading into today, we could see some lightning delays. So do keep that in mind in case you're heading to these games. If they tend to go later, if we start to get closer towards 9, 10 o'clock, that's when we could potentially see some of these delays building, because that's when we're expecting this next round of showers and thunderstorms to really begin pushing in. So in case your kids, in case they're heading to these games, in case they're playing, in case they're on band, give them a heads up. The later the game goes, the higher potential to see some of these lightning delays really begin to push in. Thank you to Katie and Sarah Land for watching, and then Bama Barbie also talking about Sims at this time. Sims around 9, 10 o'clock, really expecting some of those rain heavy rain showers and thunderstorms to push in. So we're going to keep a close eye on your football forecast. We're going to have 1st and 10 really kicking off at 4 and 5 o'clock heading into this evening. But heading into tomorrow morning, let's talk about your Saturday plans. Starting off, seeing a bit of a wet start to begin the day. We make our way into the afternoon, really start to see more of those showers and thunderstorms picking up. And then even by the second half of the day, we turn a bit more isolated, but still a scattered look coming back into the play later on in the evening time. Really highest rain chances seem to be polling more towards today, despite what Futurecast models have been showing for the past few days. Now, over the next couple of hours, take a look at these temperatures, mid-80s by this afternoon. And once that rain coverage begins to build back in, we're going to be dipping down to the lower 80s, upper 70s once these games do begin to wrap up. And I had mentioned football. So heading into tonight, another round of high school football. It is now week 2. And our game of the week, it's going to be McGill-Tulane at St. Paul's. And around kickoff, expecting those temperatures to be around 80 degrees. Once we get into the second half, we'll start to see the upper 70s. But again, those scattered storms, that's going to be the biggest concern, especially later on in the game. So it's important to stay updated. We do have our FOX10 weather app. You can download that. We'll send you push alert notifications during these games, but also you have radar. It has a Futurecast option, which is fantastic. And also to let you know if there's lightning in the vicinity. That's going to be the biggest concern with some of these lightning delays. The rain, you can play through it, but if there's lightning, then you're going to have to stop the game and really wait it out. So we could potentially see some delays once these showers and thunderstorms push out later on tonight. They'll start to see some of those resuming. So it could go late tonight. Have some caffeine ready to go. Now, also focusing on some other games across the Gulf Coast. There's a lot of football going on, so here's just a few that we picked out. We do have BC Rain at Viger, some scattered storms possible there. Baldwin County at Foley, isolated storms, and then Blunt at Spanish Fort, scattered storms to begin. So really the higher inland that you have some of these games taking place at the beginning, that's where that highest chance for rain showers and thunderstorms will be. However, once we get later on into the evening, like I keep mentioning, 3rd, 4th quarter, that's where we're starting to see more of that potential ramping up. So regardless, pack the rain gear wherever you are and just be patient. I know we need the rain here. I wish it could have come at a better time, but it will bring us some much needed relief in terms of rain. Now let's go ahead and talk about college football. Heading into tomorrow, it is back. We are so excited. There were some games last night, but heading into tomorrow, let's go ahead and talk about some of the big games taking place. So in case you're traveling to any of these, the first one's going to be UMass at Auburn, kicking off at 2:30. This one, really expecting it to stay dry. I've been checking in on the Futurecast throughout the day, continues to keep it dry for the entirety of that game, mainly just overcast, which is going to be great. It's not going to be as hot out there. Really expecting the lower 80s in case you're traveling to Jordan-Hare there. Plus also at 6:30, we have Middle Tennessee at Alabama. In case you are traveling up to Tuscaloosa, get the rain gear ready, because really for the tailgating festivities before the game, that's when we could possibly see some of these isolated scattered showers and thunderstorms. Once the game begins, however, that's when we'll start to see improving conditions. Love to see it. And then South Alabama at Tulane in New Orleans. In case you're traveling to New Orleans, do be cautious that it is looking to be the most rainy game out of really these 3. So have that rain gear ready to go even once that game starts, because we are tracking the potential for some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms once it does begin. I can tell you all, though, I love to see these temperatures. Take a look at that Tuscaloosa one, upper 70s by the time that the game is beginning. It's going to be feeling a little bit better out there heading into tomorrow, so hopefully you guys have fun. In case you are heading out to any of these college football games, I'll just be watching. But something else that we got to talk about is going to be the tropics. We are monitoring quite a few areas out there. I actually wanted to go ahead and check to make sure that there was no other updates with this. Whoops, it'd be nice if I did the right one. There we go. Let's talk about the tropics, because we have quite a few areas that we're monitoring at this time. Quite the party out in the central Atlantic there. We have Franklin, we have Jose, we have Idalia, and also we have Gert. Gert has revived itself 11 days later. Plus also Tropical Depression 12, and then a wave just coming off the coast of Africa. Moderate chances of development over the next 7 days. Now the good news is that the majority of these systems expected just to meander and hang out in the Atlantic. But look at that, 4 named systems right all around each other in the central Atlantic. They're not going to interact with one another, but it's quite the sight there. Again, Franklin, Jose, Gert, and also Idalia. So a hurricane, a tropical storm, a tropical depression, and then also some remnants there. So we're going to keep a close eye on your forecast. Again, in case you're just now joining us, go ahead, say hey, let me know what's going on with you. In case you have any Labor Day holiday plans, I'm going to be traveling to Dothan for this weekend, so heading out, but also still going to be rainy there. So just keeping a close eye on the forecast. Again, let me know where you're watching from. In case you are joining us late, once I turn this off, then you can just feel free to pop any questions down there and I'll come back and answer them. But again, tracking scattered showers and thunderstorms so far for this afternoon. In case you are making any plans heading into tonight, have a backup plan ready to go. But I wish everyone here a fantastic 3-day holiday weekend. Happy Friday. We finally made it. Enjoy your Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll start to dry out by the time we get closer towards Monday, so that will be the good news. But again, in case you do have any plans out there, stay dry and have that rain gear ready to go. Happy Friday, everyone. We'll keep you updated right here on Fox 10.